Hey, everybody. It's Kim Love Jones here, certified relationship coach. I am here. I wanted to jump on tonight because I am ready to talk about breaking the cycle. I want to talk about breaking the cycle of all of the things that we've been through. Just in one moment, I am about to share this live out. Welcome, everybody. I am a relationship coach, and I have been a relationship coach for 15 years. I have been helping men and women with their relationships, helping them to heal so that they can get to the love that they deserve and desire. Yes, my name is Kim Love Jones, and I'm here to help you tonight with breaking the cycle. There are so many things that we do that just keep giving us the same results as we had the last time. And if you over it, then tonight, this live is for you. If you're over it. I'm just cleaning my glasses, y'all. That's what I am doing. I'm trying to work it out right now. Hey. I see you. Hey, Seti said. I see you, sweetheart. How are you? Let me just share this video out. Let me share it out. Hey, Kimiko. How are you, baby? I see you. How you doing? I'm sending that out. Okay. How are you, sweetie? Yes, I'm just getting started. Thank you. I don't know. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Kimiko, for the Daily Heart Me. I'll need to share this live out some more. Y'all hold on. Hey, Sher. Welcome in. I see you. Hey, thank you for the Daily Heart Me. I am sending this out. I am sending it out. Yes, I am. I'm sending out this live. I don't even know how many people I sent it to, but I am sending it out. I'm sharing it, y'all. Yes. Y'all give me 1 second. I cannot see anybody coming into the room. Welcome. Tonight I want to talk about breaking the cycle because I really think that it is so important. It's very important. Hey, Mary King, thank you so much for the follow, sweetie. Y'all welcome Mary into the room. We just getting started, Mary. I said last night that I was going to start going live at like 7:30. I'm not going to do that until the 1st of November. So I got about another week or so before it goes down. Hey, Eleanor, I see you. Y'all welcome Mary King into the room. Mary, we thank you for the follow. I thank you for the follow. I thank you for being a part of this community. We are going to be talking tonight about breaking a cycle. How do we stop attracting the same love, same pain in love? How do we? Hey, Cher, I see you, baby. I see you. Hey, Stacy, I see you, little sis. I see you, baby. Hey, Patty V. Hey, Essence. I don't know is in the building. Yes, I don't know is in the building. Hey, baby. I see you. So tonight, I want to talk about it because some people can't figure out why. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Stacy. I see you, little sis. I see you, baby. You so sweet. Thank you for the October gift. I appreciate you. Yes, I appreciate you. Yes, tell me I'm taking notes. Yes, baby. Bring us in for. Thank you, Stacy, in for your words. Bringing us in. Yes. Y'all, I'm telling you, sure, thank you for the Daily Heart Me, my love. Last night, they made my flash go the Daily Heart Me, and I just rejected it. I was like, no, I'm not doing that, because everybody was already my normal crew, about 30 of y'all who are normally in the room, had already given your Daily Heart Me's. And it was crazy to me, because I was like, why are they giving me this as the flash goal? Seti said, I heard your name. Yes, Seti said is in the building, I think. I don't know if he's here because we just got on. Let me see what Seti said is. Is he in the room? No, he's not in the room. He came in and he left back out. Yes, he came in and left back out. But yeah, I'm excited tonight because I think that we just keep, y'all know I'm trying to be equal opportunity. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to talk about the brothers first. There are a lot of men that are single out here because, and I had this conversation like 4 times in the last week and a half maybe, and I've been bringing it to y'all. Men are tapping out. They're tired. They're frustrated. They've had enough, right? And the same thing that I would say to my sisters, I would say to my brothers. Fix your picker, because your picker is broken. Who you choose to spend your life with, who you choose to love, who you choose to pour into as a man, is the same thing as the women. Women are tired too, and they're tapping out. Because everybody, and this is the common denominator between men and women, everybody wants to be honored, respected, and treated like they matter. I don't care whether you male or you female. It doesn't matter. And the reality of, thank you, Stacy, for the popular votes. Hey, 24, I see you, baby. I see you, sis. Miss V, I see you. Thank you for the daily heart me, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see y'all coming up in the room. I see y'all. The reality of the situation is, hey, Bella April, I see you, baby. I see you. The reality of the situation is this. If a person can't love, honor, and respect you, and you see that coming, why are you still hanging on? What's going on with you? What is it that you need? What is it that you need to recognize? Not in them, but in yourself. And I'm being honest, because breaking the cycle is so very, very important. People don't understand why they keep getting the same results, and because they keep doing the same things over and over again. I talk about this almost every night, but tonight I want to show you ways that you can break the cycle so you don't have to stay in that condition anymore. There is some things that you need to do, and I'm going to give it to you. You said welcome, love, and hard. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see. I wanted to see what else you have put there. Look at Tanya. Hey, my sister coming up in the room. Hi, Peaches. How are you? Yeah, I needed that rest last night. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm not going to change my time until the 1st of November. Then I'm going to go a little bit earlier. You know, as long as I'm off of here by 10:30, I think I'll be all right. But when I stay to 11:30, I think I got big issues, because it's just over the top for me, right? But anyway, let me get back to the situation. Why do you keep attracting the same kind of pain to yourself? What's going on? If you ever ask yourself questions like this, why does it feel like I keep meeting the same person over and over again in a different body? If you ask yourself that question, if you can't figure out why you stay stuck in that cycle, you say, I don't know. Eleanor said, I don't know. Right. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya said FYP. FYP. Oh, gosh, y'all. Every night, I do the same thing. Hold on, y'all. I have to put my do not disturb on, because you know somebody is going to text or call. That's the way that goes, unfortunately. Right? Faith Brown. Hey, Faith. I see you, baby. Welcome. Welcome in. Welcome into the live. Y'all welcome Faith into the room. She shared the live out. Thank you, Faith. I'm a giver and seem to attract takers. Okay, let me ask you a question, Patty. When was the last time you went out on a date? Just out of curiosity. When was the last time you went out on a date? Hey, Peaches. Look at my baby. Peaches is in the room. I love it. Hi, Peaches. I got your inbox, baby. I love you. And every day I know I'm trying to be here too, and I can't. I have a lot going on, and sometimes what I got going on takes precedence over everything. And I'm sure people feel disappointed, because sometimes right now, I definitely can't go and support anybody's live, because I have a lot going on in my own personal life. Years. I was with my ex for a long, okay. And your ex versus your ex was the same type of person. Is that what you're saying? So you just keep running aground into the same thing. I want to talk about this. Let's talk about this, because this is like super important, and y'all know I got my bullet points. I'm always ready, right? Here's some of the reasons why we attract the same pain. Unhealed wounds attract familiar patterns. When you think about this, if you do not heal, if you do not take the time to get yourself together, and this is for men and women, this is not just for women, because men, their pickers are broken too. Right? But it shows up in the confines of like somebody who they believe is absolutely beautiful, and they're looking at the external. They're not checking the temperature of her heart and how she shows up for real, for real. They're not watching her and seeing if she goes and serves at a food pantry. And I'm just using these as Nika Grace. There go my sister. I see you, baby. I see you, Nika Grace. I love you. So you're not checking her out completely. You're not doing your due diligence as a man, right? Women don't do it either. So the real issue is, where's her heart space, right? Because she cute in the face, slim in the waist, and she got a body that just won't quit. Like, the reality is, does she give you peace? Does she live a peaceful life? Does she do things that are rooted in integrity, kindness, joy, peace, love? Like, this is not harping on men, because I be talking to my sisters every day. I'm just trying to be clear that a lot of times men's pickers are broken because it's about the external and not what's going on in the internal. Who is she? Right? And I find that a lot of men get married, meet somebody, they think she's high-powered because she's the superintendent of the schools, or, she's a big-time lawyer, or she's whatever, but does she know how to treat you? And so a lot of men feel like in the beginning, when everything is warm and fuzzy, and everybody's loving everybody and you liking how she moved, you haven't seen her in the next season of her life. How does she handle stress? How does she handle conflict? Does she flip her proverbial lid when you say something to her? Right? I was reading your comment, Patty. Yes, that is what I am. My ex bought anything but peace. Can't do it. Absolutely. And it doesn't matter, because you can put male, female, she, he in the confines of this, right? Of this live. You could put it either way. I'm just using men because a lot of times I know I say a lot to my sisters. There goes Seti said. He's back, y'all. They was looking for you. Seti said. Love is patient. Absolutely it is. Absolutely. Hey, Dink Dog. I see you. Welcome in. Can y'all welcome Dink Dog into the room? Y'all know how we give it up in here. Yes, let's welcome him into the room. The reason why this is so important, correct, it can go either way, absolutely, is because when you think about the patterns of behavior that you exhibit, right? When you think about what it is that you do, right? Because of the pain that you've been in, and you attract to yourself the person from a place of pain, not a place of purpose, not a place of honor, not a place of abundance, not a place of love. You're attracting people to you rooted in your pain. I will never forget this. My attraction meter is on 10 most of the time. Most of the time I feel amazing. This particular day, quick little story, I was having a really rough day. I was missing my mom. Like, I was crying. I was going in, at home. I wasn't calling anybody, but my best friend happened to call me. So now I'm on the phone talking to my best friend, and while I'm on the phone with her, I decided to go to the grocery store. Now, I know that my eyes are clearly got bags under them because I had been weeping and sobbing. It was one of them days when I could not shake my grief, right? I get in the grocery store and I'm walking down the aisle picking up what it is. I'm in there picking up the few little things. I might need 3 or 4 things, and I'm walking down the aisle and I'm getting what I got to get. And this guy is headed towards me. And he was like, hi. And I was like, hi. But I'm on the phone and I'm talking to my best friend. And I go to the next aisle, and, I walk up a few more aisles. I don't know what I was looking for, but whatever, that's unimportant. I see this other guy. This other guy's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm amazing. How are you? Right? But you could clearly see, face wasn't beat. Hair not done, nothing specifically wonderful going on. I was just having a rough day, and all I knew, I wanted to come home and cook something. So let me get what I need. So as I'm checking out, one of the guys came up behind me and he began to talk to me. As you know, oh, what are you cooking tonight? And I was like, I'm not sure, but they can hear that I'm on the phone. He could hear that I'm on the phone. In front of me, the guy had went to another register. He was walking in front of me as I'm at this register. You know how it is when you're coming out the grocery store. And the guy who was walking in front of me, now I got one in the back of me, now there's another guy in front of me, and he's like, hey, like, same guy, same two guys. Like he had, like I was lunch. And I was like, what in the world is going on here? Like today I am sad. I am sad. My heart is broken. Thank you, Peaches. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you for the hand heart. So my heart is broken. I'm not really into attracting anybody. I'm not even trying to. I'm feeling completely overwhelmed, and I'm talking to my best friend on the phone. I'm polite, but I'm sure I'm not giving off, hey, come talk to me. Let me tell you something. If you don't think people are attracted to your pain, you are sadly mistaken. I got in my car and I was saying to my best friend, I don't know what this is all about. I meet a lot of people. A lot of people talk to me. They really do. Like they talk and they be like, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. And, you know, like they're drawn to me for whatever reason, right? But when I got to the car, because it was boggling my mind as I'm talking to my bestie, and I'm saying, like, I don't even understand this. And then it hit me by the time I got in my car and I, you know, put whatever little stuff I had in the car. It was like, they're attracted to my pain. They can feel my grief. If you think that somebody cannot see your pain, if you think that somebody does not feel your energy, whether it be negative or positive, trust me when I tell you, you are wrong. Energy moves, right? And it moves like spirit almost, right? And because you illuminate whatever room you're walking into with your energy and it precedes you, people can feel and see it. And you don't know, but how many times have you been out and you have noticed an aura about somebody? It is their energy. When you say, wow, I kind of like the way that she's showing up or he's showing up, they're shining. And you don't mean like, you know, the Last Dragon shining. I don't know who saw that movie, but that's almost 20 something years ago, right? Hold on. Do you think they wanted to fix you? No. What was in me, they were familiar with. That's why they were attracted. They don't want to fix me. They were attracted to the hurt in me. That's why we need to check our pain, work through it so we can get better, because other people can feel your pain. They can see it. It's an aura. And you see it on people without you even trying to when you tapped into your own self. Even if you tapped into pain, you can't figure out why you're so attracted to a person. You're attracted sometimes to their pain, to what is familiar. You ever meet somebody and y'all have a common enemy, or there's somebody that you don't like at the job, and all of a sudden they start telling you what the person at the job who's lazy ain't doing and blah, 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 blah. And then y'all two form a connection, not a real friendship, but a connection around the disdain for somebody else. That has happened. I know it's happened. And you may not be in that same space today because you're older. But we choose our friends by the familiarity of our friends to us. What do you have in common? It's the commonalities. So the friend, the enemy of your enemy becomes your friend. I hope that makes sense. This is illustrated in a movie I just saw. Watch the movie Roof. Yes, I just was watching it. I watched that a couple of weeks ago. Oh my God, I love that movie. I absolutely love that movie. right? And then you end up being in relationship with people who really, if you take a deeper look, they may or may not want what you want in life. Like, can I be honest? Take a deeper look. Because sometimes, yep, Peaches. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to watch it again since you said that. But some people are attracted to you because of your pain, and you are attracted to them in the same way. And you may not even be conscious of it. But what you like about them, and when they open up and they begin to share with you, you find out, oh, your father left the house, when you was young, or your father did this, and there's a commonality to abandonment. And you can't figure out what the attraction is, because they've been abandoned and you've been abandoned. And the way that you think, they think too, because it's not a complete like, oh, every thought you have, they have. No, it is the commonalities that bring us into relationship with other people. See, that's why they say, the 5 people you surround, you're the sum total of the 5 people that you're surrounded by. That's why they say that. And when they say birds of a feather flock together, it's same premise. Same premise, right? The idea is that you recognize. The idea is that you begin to recognize, right? Hey, Reese, I see you, baby. Thank you for sharing out the live, Peaches. I appreciate you. The idea is that you recognize what the attraction is. Thank you, Reese, for the daily heart, my love. Thank you, baby. Right? The idea is that you recognize why is this? What's going on here? And there needs to be some checks and balances in place so that you don't go off the deep end because you like somebody, but you can't figure out exactly why. What is it? You meet somebody who's been hurt by somebody in their family in a violation type of way. Let's think about, you know what I'm saying? And it's another woman, right? And it's you, and you've been through the same things. And the two of you get together, and the exchanging of the stories. Y'all can have 2 different lifestyles altogether, but it is when you come together and you begin to share your story, you begin to have intimate, deeper conversations that you discover a friendship, but it's only rooted in the fact that both of y'all have been through the same violations in your life. And that's what you talk about. And you kind of therapeutically would help each other through whatever the issue is, right? The reason why this is so important for you to recognize is because now, once you understand, wait a minute, people are attracted to my pain. And I'm not saying everybody is. I'm saying watch the headspace you're in when you begin to meet somebody. Because what we're talking about tonight is we're talking about breaking cycles. And you can't break the cycles if you're not self-aware. You have to pay attention, which is why when I got to my car, I sat there for a moment and I was like, what in the world is going on? I had to process. And then as I sat and I thought about it, even as I'm on the phone talking to hey, Casey, I see you, baby. How are you? Even as I'm on the phone talking to my friend, right? I realized that the only thing they could have ever been attracted to was my pain, my grief. And it's probably because they recognize grief. But that is not how you want to meet people in your life. Everything is tied to the grief that you feel, the grief that they feel. We don't do enough checking into, what's going on inside of us when we meet people. You know why I married my husband? I married him. First of all, I thought, and he is a good man. I don't want you to, but in my 20s, I thought he was a good man, right? And because I didn't know myself, that's why I give myself grace, and that's why you should give yourself grace too. I thought he was all right. Come to find out, I don't want to get too deep into that, but he was in just as much pain as I was. He was abandoned too. by his father. Now, my abandonment, as I've told y'all many times, wasn't actually abandonment. It was just that he went home. My father went home to be with the Lord. Hey, Prashad, I see you, baby. Patty V, I felt like I didn't have a lot of pain growing up, raised by a single dad that taught me everything. No, I got you. And men definitely deal with children different. They definitely do. They give clear instructions because they're a lot more methodical in their thinking when they're raising their daughters as opposed to raising their sons. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. They're the same way with their sons. Women add the yin to the yang. The softness, the love, the kindness, the cuddles, the hugs, all of that. Men are instructional and methodical, and while they love their children very much, right, the issue is the way that they rear and raise their kids is completely different than single moms, right? Thank you, Reese. Thank you, baby. And some women don't even understand how much they need a man in that child's life, and not just any man, but the father, you know, right, as much as they possibly can, right? Hello, Kelly. I see you. I am amazing, my love. I love all the exclamation points. I'm always putting them behind everything, right? I love that. How are you, baby? Listen, children need both their mother and their father. And I'm not just saying this because, oh my God, everybody knows this, right? It's nothing new under the sun. The issue is being cognizant of who you are, where you are mentally, emotionally, and spiritually when you met those people from your past. And the reason why I want you to think about that is because sometimes we're in a dark place and we meet somebody in that dark place, right? Advice for single mom. Whose kid's dad isn't in the picture? Is it her fault? That's a big question. I have no idea. I think no matter whether they're together or not, the father should be a part of their children's lives, period. You don't get to walk out. I mean, people will be like, oh, but that's just how men are. No, you don't get to walk out. I'm sorry. Like, your kids need you. You don't even, it would be advisable that you speak to the mother and treat the mother with respect, and y'all treat each other with respect. But it doesn't even matter whether you talk to the mother or not. Your kids are your kids. And I think that some people, because not everybody, because a lot of men take care of their children, and they're very good fathers. And I think, like I say to everything, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Thank you. I don't know for the daily. I'm sorry for the October gift, baby. Thank you. Like, it's like the squeaky wheel gets the noise. So you hear a lot of people whose children's father are not in their lives. But you know what's funny? In my life, I probably know about 5 to 6 men that raise their kids by themselves. In fact, I probably know 10. I know 50 women who have done it, but there are a lot of men out here raising their children by themselves too. And they 10 toes down in it, doctor's appointments, everything. Mothers nowhere to be found, and they not taking the mother to court either, because they like, I'm a man, I'm gonna take care of my kids. I'm dead serious, like, for real, right? And at a certain age, women send the boys to go live with their father because they realize that that's all that they can do for them, and they need their fathers in order to grow into manhood, right? So I just want to, for the sake of clarity, no, he should never shirk his responsibilities as a dad, no matter what. But we know that men do that. We know that men do that, but we also know that women do that too. And I'm telling you, they might not be in large number. Did y'all hear? Wait a minute. Did y'all hear about the lady? I think it was in Texas. The child came home from school to find the house empty. His mother moved without telling him to go live with her boyfriend. Just saw that today. I was flabbergasted. I was like, what? What happened? So her boyfriend did not want to be bothered with the 12-year-old son. 12-year-old son comes home from school to the apartment, finds the apartment empty, went to the neighbor's house, showed the neighbor that the apartment was empty. The boyfriend and his mother had went to go move into a different place without the 12-year-old son in Texas. So I was so upset today. Somebody sent it to me because, people send me all kind of stuff. But I was like, are you serious? Like, it blew my mind. But it shouldn't. Because the boyfriend did not want to be bothered with the son. So what did the woman do? She left her son behind. They ended up arresting him and her. And the story she was telling was, well, no, I told my brother to pick him up to bring him to the new house when he got home from school. But they packed everything up while the boy wasn't. Never told the young man they were moving or anything. So they ended up putting the child in foster care or giving the child to someone in the family. I don't know how it worked out in the end. I don't know that I read down completely that far. But unbelievable. And it just speaks, in my humble opinion, to her being desperate, so desperate. Yeah, I don't do marriage counseling, but I coach married couples. I'm not a therapist, I am a coach. So the reason why this is so powerful is I was like, how desperate do you gotta be to throw away your own kid to be with a man? This is a woman I'm talking about, y'all. This is not, listen, I know people crazy out here, but you know how they be like, oh, men is, I don't care what a man is doing. I'm not doing anything to leave my kids. Like, their father is hard pressed, when they was kids. Not that they couldn't see him, but I was watching them like, okay, so what you want, like, he got football practice, he got baseball practice, this one got karate, dance lessons, for my daughter. Like, what we doing here? You got to keep them in alignment. Keep them busy. You know what I'm saying? But to leave my children, I would fight a bear over my kids. No, that's not why you alone. That's not why you alone. We're not doing that. We're not doing that because we're changing all of that, Eleanor. We're changing all of that. Are you from Ethiopia? No, I'm not I'm from New York, United States of America, right? But the reality of the situation is people are doing all kinds of shenanigans to be in relationships. I know when you start talking about, men, they walk away and they don't do this, it astonishes me what some women do. And I'm not, I'm an equal opportunity type of person up in this live. I'm always, I promise you, I am for my brothers winning, but I'm also for my sisters winning, but I'm also for my brothers winning. It's all about all of us winning. That's what it's all about for me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So can you imagine giving your children, like leaving your child behind and you moving in just to be with some man? Are you serious? What's really going on here? How could you even live with yourself? I will fight a bear about my kids. You know what I mean? So the reality of the situation is when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Okay, let me get back. We have to recognize that our unhealed trauma or wounds attract familiar patterns to, familiar people, patterns into our lives. Pain can sometimes feel like home because you're so accustomed to it. So some people are attracted once again to your pain and not to who you really are, because they met you in a season of your life when you were down in the dumps. They met you in a season of your life when you were probably going through something, and they were there for you to comfort you during that time. That is not, however, necessarily who you should be involved with. Oh, that's what you mean. My dad is my everything. I couldn't imagine how that child felt. Breaks my heart. Exactly. We have to break generational curses and stop feeling sorry for. Absolutely. There we go, Casey. There we go, my love. There we go, my love. There we go. Because if not, we're going to keep repeating the same vicious cycles over and over again and expecting a different result. It does not work like that. It really does not. We have to gain some clarity around what it is that we're doing. Okay, the other part of this is that limiting beliefs, self-limiting beliefs, drive our choices. These are the reasons why we attract the same pain. And it's usually rooted in the fact that we don't believe in ourselves. Sometimes people say all these women do out here is cheat. And then there are other women are saying all these men do out here is cheat. That is not true. That is so far from the truth, it's not even funny. All men don't cheat. All men are not dogs. All women don't cheat. All women are not dogs. They're not filthy. There are some women that are inside. I think all the good women be on the inside and they expect some man to come break into their house in order to be with them. Like, it's crazy. Go outside. You want to meet somebody, go outside. Right? Our poor babies are suffering because of us. It took me a long time to deal with mine. Yeah, I got you. I got you. But those familiar patterns and our self-limiting beliefs will always put us in a conundrum because you subconsciously prove yourself right every single time, whatever it is that you believe. And to be honest with you, whatever you believe manifests itself in your life. You're like, oh, I can't find nobody good. Ain't no good people out here. Ain't no good people out here. Male or female, doesn't matter. Ain't no good people out here. Guess what? Every person you meet is not going to be a good person. It doesn't have anything to do with what you want. It's what you keep repeating and saying to yourself because that's what you believe. And what you believe, I keep telling y'all are so powerful that you don't even understand how you're drawing to yourself the nonsense that you say you don't want just by the statements that you make. Or you don't believe that you're worthy of love. And so you do things that are contradictory to what you say you want. You say, I want love, but your behavior speaks to, I'm not ready for love. Guess what's going to happen? You're not going to get to where it is that you want to be. And that's the truth. Thank you, Katie, for the rose, baby. I appreciate you. Y'all know I appreciate every gift, every tap on the screen, everything. I just appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. I am not changing my time to go live until the 1st of November. So on the 1st of November, I am going to switch my hours. I'm going to rock out the rest of this month, but I'm going to switch my hours on November the 1st. Right? Because I want to make sure that whatever they need from me, I don't know, my agency telling me to wait, you know? You hope I'm feeling better? Yeah, I got some rest last night. I feel better. I did a lot today. And so I'm going to stay on as long as I possibly can, but I'm going to honor my body because I need to be able to get up and get on a prayer call and do all the things that I do on a normal basis, right? The other reason why we keep attracting the same pain is because we have a lack of boundaries, right? And then even when we have boundaries in place, we keep moving the goalposts. That's a problem. To appease whoever we're talking to. That doesn't work. If you have boundaries set, but they're movable and they're malleable, 1 minute you doing one thing and the next minute you've thrown caution to the wind and you're just doing whatever, you're out of pocket, nobody else. That's the reason why you keep attracting the same pain. The fourth reason is because we keep ignoring the red flags. people's behavior, people tell you who they are all the time. And it doesn't have to be them standing up, oh, excuse me, in front of you saying, I'm no good. It could simply be they don't have the proper follow through. Y'all, tapping is clapping, y'all. Tapping is clapping. Let me tap my own screen for a minute, yeah. Tapping is clapping, my babies. Tapping is clapping. Yes. Let's do that. Let's tap the screen. Yes, thank you. Playing the piano. Oh, are you? Oh wow, Patty. I took piano lessons as a kid. I asked my mother and she said, yeah. So I took piano lessons. I love the piano. I love to sing. I love to sing and I love the piano. Yes. I love music, period. Thank you, Seti said. We at 20K. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Seti said. I appreciate you so much. You can no longer ignore the red flags. Because when you do, you're going to meet a similar type of person in your life all over again. And we don't want that, right? But also on the screen for you. Oh, wait a minute. When it comes to breaking a cycle, why does it seem like something is constantly going on? What do you mean by that? Explain to me what you mean by that. I'm curious. And now I'm going to go, the very next thing is how to heal. Right? Can I tell y'all what I was doing all day? Running back and forth to Home Depot, right? While I'm waiting for Krista to type in what she is saying about that. When it comes to breaking cycles, why does it seem like something is constantly going on? I need more clarification on that. What is the something that's always going on? Right? So today, I ran back and forth to Home Depot. I put up my glass closet door. I have mirrored closet doors. I had to get my nephew to do some joint compounding for me, fixing little stuff around the house. I had to put the plates on all of the light switches. Not the light switches, the sockets in my basement from when I had my basement redone. Like, y'all, I have been working like a government mule for the last week or so. Yeah, definitely more than a week. Every single day. And when I tell y'all I could barely keep my head together, I know somebody else said, Kim, why are you getting on it all? And I said, I know I got stuff to do, but I said that I was, and so I am. And I'm going to show up here every night that I can. And as much as I can for y'all, but also for myself, because I am in this place of keeping my word to myself. I am keeping my word to myself. And sometimes you have to do it even when you're tired because you said that you would, and still honor yourself. Even if I don't stay on until dark 30, what I need to do is I need to honor what I said I was going to do. And consequently, y'all, just so y'all know, those are some of the first steps to getting you to where it is that you want to be. You talking about honor and how to heal? That's real loyalty. Keeping your word, yes, because that's all you have is your word. And so I do the best I can, as much as I can. And I am not. I don't know why this hair want to act up. Okay. Yeah, I do the best that I can, and as much as I can, like I said that I would. Hey, Dee Dee, I see you, baby. How are you? I see you. And so this is important if you're going to get to healthy relationships. And we all have a standard. I'm just starting out. This is one of the smallest steps you could do. Say, this week, what's today? Wednesday. Say this week, you say, I'm going to take myself out to dinner at the end of the week. When it gets to Saturday, do what you said you were going to do. That is such a minuscule little step that you can do. I don't care if you go to a fast food chain restaurant because that's what you feel like eating. But go sit down. Do what you said you were going to do. Read a book. Go to the beach, if that's the thing. Go to the gym, if that's your thing. Whatever it is that you feel like you need to do for you, the key to you being successful in your next relationship is tied to that very small thing that you do. Because what we're doing is we're recreating and we're creating the life that we want. So in order to get there, you have to be honest about what you're going to do about changing your life. And then you got to hold yourself to it, right? And continue to move in the ways in which you need to move. And no excuses. And I'm saying there can be some things that come up. I'm not telling you that can't happen. But if you say on Friday, I don't care how tired I am, I'm going to get dressed up really, really nice. And I'm going to take myself out to a fancy dinner. Maybe you can go, maybe you can't. I get it. Like when I say fancy, it may just have to be the diner, right? And that's fine too, right? The idea is that you kept your word to yourself. Hey, Logan, I see you. How are you? Seems like I'm battling negativity frequently while trying to move in a more positive direction. It always seems so loud when you're trying to do that. The negativity gets louder. It doesn't mean it's more powerful than your positivity. It just seems like that because you're really trying to work through it. So my suggestion is in here. This is it, Krista. This is what I suggest. I suggest that every time somebody steps to you with something negative or something negative begins to break out, that you find a way to see that as something good. And I promise you it's going to help you. Like let's just say you're on the way to the store and you get a flat tire. I'm just hypothetically making something up, right? So you get a flat tire, right? And you're like, oh my God, I got a flat tire, right? And you're trying to be in this really, really healthy space. Hey, Tracy, I see you, baby. I see you, my love. I got your message. So, yeah, I don't know what's good for you. You inbox me. So just say you get a flat tire on your car and you think like, I'm really trying to be positive and I'm really trying to live my life and oh my God, I got a flat tire. Just say this to yourself instead. I'm just, again, hypothetical. I thank God I wasn't on the parkway because that could have been ugly. I thank God I'm within 2 miles. Oh, you did? Okay, baby. I thank God that I was only within 2 miles of my house. I thank God that I got AAA. God, I don't understand why I just got a flat tire when I just bought new tires, whatever. But if you begin to change that around and shift your focus to whatever is good, whatever is kind, whatever is lovely, whatever is pure, if you think on those things, it'll change the way that you view the situation. And I'm only saying this because negativity can bombard you when you're trying to heal and be in a positive space. Thank you, Marshall, for the follow. I see you. Thank you. Can y'all welcome Marshall into the room? Welcome, Marshall. Yes, welcome Marshall Wilson into the room. Thank you, thank you. And so when you begin to shift and change the dynamic, you begin to see differently. It doesn't look the same at all. Yeah, you got a flat tire, but thank God you wasn't on a parkway because the other store that you was going to go to was on a parkway, but you changed your mind. Aw, thank you, Casey. But you changed your mind. Because negativity is just going to seem so extremely loud when you're on this positive track. Just quiet down your spirit. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to fix it. Everything is going to work out just like it should. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Sher, for the October gift. Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. My room is not rooming like my room used to room. I don't know what in the world is going on around here, but we're going to see how this ends up. We're going to see how this works. Right? But yeah, the idea, today is Wednesday. Y'all, next week I gotta make it next week because I can't do it this week. I'm doing a sub only live. So all of the people who subscribe to me, I am going to be doing something special for you. And I'm probably going to do it on Tuesday night. I'm going to be doing something extra special for everybody on Tuesday night. I was trying to get that done this week, actually. I know I have a battle on Friday. Maybe I'll do a sub-only live tomorrow because I want to get it done today. Things wear out, and as we know, we have to fix stuff constantly. Affirmative words every day. Absolutely. Absolutely. There are 4 seasons that we should know of, but there's a 5th season called due season. I love that. In due season. I love that. I love that. I love that, Tracy. Where did you get that from? That is so dope. A 5th season called due season, and that ain't nothing but the truth, right? I love that. Yes. But the reason why I bring all of this up to you all is because it is important to understand that there is a proper way to honor yourself and to do the things that you need to have done in your own life. You can't wait for somebody else to hold space for you if you're not holding space for yourself. So, how do you heal? Let's talk about it. The very first thing that you do when you want to heal is acknowledge the hurt. Acknowledge it. Oh, I love this. In due season, we get what we have sown. Don't quit. Keep going. Stay positive. Pray. Yes. I need my water, y'all. I hope I don't burp. Oh my God. I need that. Crazy. That's ridiculous. Hey, heart. I see you. And that's exactly what we should do, Tracy. That's exactly what we should do. We just don't quit. Don't give up. And you will get to where it is that you want to be if you don't quit. Right? But the very first thing on how to heal your hurt is acknowledge the pain. Don't try to suppress it. Don't try to depress it. Don't try to act like it's not there. There is a lesson in your pain. Let me say that one more time again for the people in the back. There is a lesson in your pain. There's a lesson in it. Hey, Vincent, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Y'all welcome Vincent into the room. Thank you, Vincent. I appreciate you. There is a lesson in your pain. So the first step is to be honest with yourself and to admit to yourself, this hurt me. It broke me down. I feel inferior. I don't feel like I'm enough. And when you begin to name what it is that hurt you, it stops having power over you. I talk about this all the time because I think that this is necessary. Like, have you ever heard of this story? This man had an elephant. And they had this big, chain around the elephant's leg. And when they would bring the elephant out in the sanctuary or whatever, they would put the elephant on this little, this little hook thing in the ground, and they would strap the elephant. We'll put the chain, connect the chain to this little thing so the elephant can walk around in a circle. He had a little bit of, space to do what he did, but around his ankle, his whatever you call his trunk, his leg, whatever, they had this shackle, right? So they did this to the elephant for years. So even when they didn't chain the elephant up anymore, the elephant still went to the same spot every day when he went outside. He didn't try to deviate. Hey, Beauty Mark, I see you, baby. How are you? He didn't try to deviate, and because he was finally not chained up, he didn't try to go anywhere else because he knew that he only had this amount of space. When you name the wound, you begin to see that you're not chained up at all. And you begin to take back your power. And you move differently. You don't have to stay shackled. In fact, you're not shackled at all. But when you name your pain, you take away the power of the pain to begin with. It's conditioning, right? That's exactly what it is. It's conditioning. And so you're conditioned to believe that you're not going to make it out of this. But the moment you say they hurt me and what they did to me was wrong, and I need to acknowledge how I'm feeling right now, and you begin, thank you, Beauty Mark, for the daily heartbeat, baby. And you begin to sit in what it is that they did to you, not so much from the posture of what they did, but sit in how you feel about what they did. As you unearth that, you begin to set yourself free. As you begin to deal with the fact that you are genuinely hurt and you acknowledge it, as you go through that process, you begin to break free. Period. Right? Brain trained. Yes. And so we have to stop trying to ignore the pain because we try to avoid it, go around it. We try not to deal with it. We don't want to talk about it because sometimes when you talk about it, it is so, hard to deal with. But when you begin to deal with it, everything begins to shift. Because sometimes the ways in which we even look at things are out of alignment with who we are, what actually happened. And so we get a little carried away and we start owning all kind of stuff that don't belong to us, right? So we need to take a step back and say, why do I feel this way? The second step is create space for feelings. Don't, again, like I said earlier, don't rush into distraction or suppression. Journal. Cry, pray, talk it out, whatever allows the emotions to move through you. That's why they say sometimes tears are good. It is good to release, right? Healing doesn't mean being strong all the time. It means letting yourself feel so you can release, right? Then the very next thing you're going to do, the third step, is to set boundaries with what hurt you. That's why you need to acknowledge it. So you're going to set boundaries with what hurt you. In other words, whether it's a person, place, or a pattern, you need space. Healing can't begin while you're still standing in the fire. So what you would say, in other words, is, I don't want that to ever happen to me again, whatever that is. I will not allow anybody to disrespect me again. I will stand up for myself. I will not be silent when I need my voice to be heard. I will make sure that I align myself with my truth and not step down or shrink myself because somebody else can't wrap their head around it. That's what it looks like. Because most of the things that we've been through are as damaging as they are to us, because if we leave from one relationship and get into another and haven't changed any of that, we're going to find ourselves back in that again. So you need to set boundaries with what hurt you. You have to. Boundaries are not punishment, they're protection. And that's the truth. So rebuild self-connection. Check back in with yourself. Spend time rediscovering what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel good outside of a relationship, outside of being heartbroken or the trauma of it all. You know, I talk about journaling. I talk about journal prompts. Like, how do you get here? What did you do? What can you do to get better in your life? You know, asking yourself, who am I becoming outside of that pain that I felt? And the minute you begin to release the pain, you begin to turn into the person. You know, acknowledge it and then releasing it, you begin to turn into a better version of yourself, because now you're armed with something much greater than you ever had before. You're armed with the wisdom of what it is that you want and you don't want, and now you're standing in your truth, right? I'm proud of my boundaries. I made a police report because he's never to call me again. Yes, Vincent, thank you. Bye for now. Okay, Vincent. All right, well, I'm glad you were in the room. 30K, let's go, 30K. Let's go. Let us be open. Let us be intentional about breaking these cycles, right? Because we don't want to continue to go through this. And then you need people around you to support you. And this is real talk. These are just my bullet points, right? Healing wasn't meant to be a solo project. It's just not. It's something that you need help with, because if you're the only person, if the only person you're listening to is yourself, and I'm not saying that sometimes is not all you need. I'm just saying you may need somebody who is healed, who is a professional, who's a good friend, who understands your story, somebody that can help you through this, whether it is a therapist, whether it is a coach, a trusted friend, or somebody in your faith-based community, right? Somebody that you can trust, right? You need that. We all do. We all do. Prayer journals are important as well. Pray over what you want and what you want your life to look. Absolutely, Tracy. Look, that's why, girl, you know we gotta talk. Absolutely. Absolutely. I wanna go, because I have broken this down into two. Yeah, I'm about to pass all the way out. I got on my hoodie, and oh my God. Okay? Oh my God. It's hot up in here. Okay, so the second part of this is to get honest about your patterns, right? Change the belief. So, getting honest about your patterns, write down the similarities between your past relationships. Do that. Write down the similarities between your past relationships. Latita, y'all know I will butcher a name. Y'all pray for me. Letitia? Okay. Turgeson. Okay. Hi. Okay, so let's do this. Write down the similarities between your past relationships. What was the common denominator? What were some of the things that were going on between the last relationship you was in, the relationship prior to that, your childhood relationship, any relationship that you've had? What are the similarities? Thank you for that message. I finally got it. Oh, really? Okay. Sure, that's good to hear. That's good to hear, baby. We having a little breakthrough? Okay. Are we having a little breakthrough? Yes, hey, Dr. Yolanda, I see you, baby. I see you. How are you? The second one is challenge the belief. Ask yourself, do I believe that I deserve this type of love? Okay, wait a minute. That I was ready for a relationship. Oh, that was the similarities between the past relationships, that you was ready? What made you not ready? What made you not ready? Because I promise you that those experiences that you have, you were meant to have them. How do you grow if you never go through anything? How do you grow? In order for a flower to grow, there needs to be some rain. In order for you to become, there is something that you have to get through. These are the times that you're growing. Your pain is to grow you up. I promise. Yes, oh God, here comes the battle business. Wait a minute, why is this thing not? No. Yes, I like to clean and be ready. Okay. I did that a few years ago, and that's what started to deep. Yes, Essence. Yes. Yes. All of this is important. All of it is important. The deep dive, like into your healing, you start asking yourself some questions like, wait a minute, I'm the common denominator to all these relationships. What is really going on around here? You ask yourself those questions, right? What is so similar? What's the common denominator? And of course it's you. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Of course it's you. It's always you, right? Because those are the people that you chose to be in your life. But what did you learn about yourself? Where were you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? How did it help you to redefine who you are, what you wanted, and what you needed? All of that was an opportunity for you to grow and learn some lessons. Now, most of the time, admittedly, we do not do what we're supposed to do after the breakup. We'll try to find something else to distract us from our pain. We never dive in. We never, work through the healing. We just keep going and we keep moving forward. We go get another job. We change locations. We move into another house. We begin again, and we don't do the deep dive work. As my sister Essence said. Essence is saying it. Like, you start by asking yourself certain questions, and it should lead you down a path where you begin to understand the reasons why some of the stuff that you've experienced has happened. Not what they did, but the reasons why you did or allowed what you did. Period. Why did you allow it? And no shade. No shade, no issues, no problem. This is not about shame and blame. This is about acknowledgement. This is about self-awareness. This is about trying to figure out, like, where do I go from here? What lessons have you learned? Your marriage, your ex-boyfriend, three people passed, like, it doesn't have to be your immediate ex-boyfriend. When did this start? Does it really go back to childhood? And the more you kind of go down that rabbit hole, I promise you are unearthing something, and don't begrudge the process. Because if we never go through anything, we don't grow. And everybody wants to grow and be, this amazing, have this help. But it doesn't work like that all the time, and not for all of us. Sometimes you were the one that was chosen to change the trajectory in your bloodline for everybody. Because now you got some lessons to teach your little cousins, your little nieces and your nephews as they're coming of age, and you that dope auntie, you that dope cousin, everybody loves to be around you, and you begin to minister to them without them even knowing you ministering to them because of the things that you experienced. And you ain't got to tell them every gory detail of what happened to you, because you're not talking from a place of being a victim. You're talking from a place of being a champion, a survivor, someone who has grown, someone who is being led in a different way, not by your emotions, not by your pain, but by love. Period. Period. And everybody doesn't understand that, and I'm okay with everybody not understanding that, but understand that your pain was for your purpose. It is not meant to leave you bleeding out on the side of the road. That's crazy. Get the lesson so you can move forward in your life. Get the lesson. Understand that it's a lesson. And take your time in getting to where it is that you want to be, right? You can't You have to heal the root. You can't heal the symptom. The root cause of the problem. When you go to the doctor says, oh, you got a headache. Well, why do I have a headache, doc? Well, I don't know. We need to run some tests. Yeah, because my head's been bothering me for quite a while. I don't know why. Blah, 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 blah. The doctor began to run all kind of testing. He's like, you know what? I want you to go because I can't find anything. There's nothing wrong with your blood work. It came back great. And then you go to the doctor. He's like, I'm sending you for an x-ray. I'm sending you for an MRI. Come to find out, the reason why your head hurts is because something's wrong with your tooth, but you don't know it yet. Right? But after all of this, x-rays, CAT scans, all of this stuff, you find out that you got a problem in your jaw or one of your teeth, right? And it don't feel like it's your tooth, but it's causing you a headache, and you didn't know that the headache was coming from your tooth. Medication treats a symptom, but the issue is still there. Absolutely, that's my whole entire point. Absolutely. So when you literally, get your head right, you realize that some of the things that you've been trying to treat are the symptoms and not the root cause of it. Let's get to the root cause. Why is that happening to me? Not why did somebody just tell you off or something. No. Let's get to the root cause. Why do you accept being around people who would talk to you and treat you a certain way? Why is that acceptable? That's more leaning towards the root cause than just saying people talk bad to you. Why is that okay with you? Because people. That's what they do. People be people. That's not the issue. This is why it's so important to know your own body. Stress causes the same symptoms as yes. Absolutely. Hey, Bridget, I see you, baby. How are you? I see you. I really, really do. I'm so glad that you're here, my love. I see you. Thank you for the daily heart me. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. So yeah, this is really important because we want to get to where it is that we want to be. So we got to heal the root. Thank you, Puddin'. Thank you, baby. I see you. Welcome. Hi, The Source. I see you. You said, hi, just arrived. Everybody welcome The Source into the room. Welcome. You can't just, you have to heal the root problem. What's the root cause, right? The other thing is, raise your standards. A new love is going to require new rules. Boundaries are protection, not punishment. I'm saying that again. So raise your standards for your life. The other thing is practice self-honor daily. Remember earlier when I started telling you all that the reason why I'm here is not just for y'all. I'm here to honor my word to myself. So no matter how tired I am, I said I would be here, so I showed up. I'm really trying to go live in the afternoon. I've just been extraordinarily busy and have not had the time because I want to go live twice a day. That decision I have already made. However, I'm in the throes of doing a lot of things, so it's a little difficult, right? But as soon as I can get through, maybe I'll even go live tomorrow, 1:30. But, and then, let me see. And then I'll see you guys at 8:30 tomorrow night. That part, right? Let's talk about what healthy love looks like. Can we talk about that? 35K, let's go. 35K, let's go. I'm doing the Kimmy Shimmy. Yeah. Yes, I is. Yes. How do you honor yourself? Self-love daily. Say what? Five, God's child. How do you honor yourself? Okay. So if you don't know how to do that, let me tell you first how it works. Make a decision that you're going to do a thing. Thank you, Marsha. How are you, baby? How are you? I see you. Welcome in and thank you for the daily heart me. You see my face lit up when I saw you. I saw your name. You know, I'm a mess. Pray for me. I'm glad you're here, baby. So how do you honor yourself? Aw, you're so sweet. So this is how you do it. You make a decision. Let's say, I just talked about this a little bit earlier. I'm going to talk about it again for the new people that's in the room. Thank you, Dr. Yolanda. Thank you, Dr. Yolanda. Oh, okay. I don't know why it's flagging your comment, Tracy. I really do not know. Do what you say you're going to do is honoring yourself. That's what I was coming to. So how you actually practically do that is you make a decision that you're going to do a thing for yourself, right? And then if you haven't been honoring yourself, let's say you just spent the last 5 years being in a relationship where all you did was pour into someone else and you didn't take good care of yourself, right? So let's just say you do that, right? So now you're recalibrating. So what you would do is you say, I'm going to do this thing. Monday afternoon, when I get off work, I'm going to get my hair and my nails done. Or I'm going to get my nails done, right? Sometimes you can't get it done in the same day or during the week. So, okay. So you get off work, and that's the thing that you say you're going to do for you. You're not going to wait until Thursday to do it because you said you were going to do it on Monday. So on Monday, you're going to do what you said you were going to do. That is honoring what you said. That's how it starts. And you wash, rinse, and repeat that as many times as you need to. Because, Latasha, I'm starting to love myself. Yep, did that. Right. It's simple things. And what you'll find out is when you start making yourself a priority, that looks like honor. When you start doing things that honor you and what you want and what you need, that looks like honor. It looks like self-love. You're not standing for the normal stuff. Everybody can call you and their urgency then becomes your emergency. But no, you have to schedule an appointment. I'm so serious. Like my family, if they need me to do anything because I work from home, if they need me to do anything, they got to give me like 48-hour notice. They don't realize that because I don't have an hour. I don't say you need to give me a 48-hour notice. I don't say that. I'll say something more or less like, well, I got something to do for the next 2 days. So, like, can you make it for a Thursday or whatever? You know what I mean? And they'll be like, okay. I'm like, okay. I could do it on that day. And I literally make them push it out for 2 days for a myriad of reasons, but so that they'll respect my time. My availability or you feeling like I have a lack of things to do does not mean that is so. And so I started technically training my entire family like about 12, 15 years ago. Because they ain't believe nothing I said. I was like, I'm writing a book. They was like, no, you're not. You writing a book. It's taking you so long to write this book. Why is it taking you so long to write this book? And then when the book came out, it was like, oh my God, you was really writing a book? Yeah. I told y'all what I was doing. Y'all think I'm just sitting around here twiddling my thumbs? No, I'm building my business. And I started telling them, like, oh, well, can you go in? Could you do this since you home? Nope. Can't do it. Let me know. Okay, so I can't do anything and I will push it out 2 days on purpose. I never said 48 hours. I never used that language. But I said, no. I got something to do for the next couple of days, so it'll have to be, on Friday. Like, you can't do it. No. And I had to reinforce that because I wasn't letting them get away with that. Because people, your family loves you. Hey, Military Mitch, I see you. Thank you for the daily heart me. But your family will push all of your buttons. Hi, Kent. How are you? I see you. I know how now it drained me, and I was looking crazy every day like a hobo. Right. Because you wasn't taking care of yourself, right? So that's what I do. I just pushed everything out for 2 days. Nobody can call me and ask me to do anything in the spur of the moment, unless they wanted to take me out to lunch or dinner. Kim, the whole family's going to dinner. Okay, what time y'all going? 7, 6, 6, 7? Okay, I'll be ready. That was the only time I made myself available like that. They think because you work from home, you're always right. And people, they don't mean any harm, but they just think that you're not doing anything until you tell them, nope, I am doing something. And whatever that thing may be, you could be laying on your bed, catching up on a Netflix series. It does not matter. What you're doing is you're teaching them to respect your time and respect the things that you have going on in your own life. Even if in that current moment you're not doing anything, you say, no, baby, I won't be available until Friday. Like, well, it's Wednesday and I need it done tomorrow. Okay, then, maybe call somebody else because I'm really busy. I got stuff to do all day tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do that, they are not going to respect your time. And it's simple. It's really simple. I could be eating bonbons and laying up in the bed for all that. They don't know what I was doing. They don't know. But that part is none of their business. Just respect my time. And it doesn't mean that I won't, if it's really urgent, that I wouldn't shift things around. But I had to get them uncomfortable with the idea of always thinking I'm going to be there. Teach them to respect your time. Absolutely. I don't care what you're doing. I got a certain time frame. This is it. This is what I'm doing during that time. I literally have a whiteboard in my office, and I usually have my schedule written out. I took it down because I'm not doing anything in schedule now because I'm doing something else. But I have my whole day lined out every day. This is what I got to do. This is what I got to get done. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I got to do this. Tuesday, Thursday, I got to do this. Sunday night, if I'm not busy, I'm working on content for the following week. This is what I got to do. Hey, Dewana, how are you? My love, I got your message. It's done. Thank you. I got you, and I got your back, baby. I didn't post it here. I've been running all day, but I got you. I got you, and I'm sorry. And if you want, you could call me, my love. I don't know if that's going to help you, but I am here. Okay? As soon as I get off of here, I'm available for you. Tonight. Whatever you need. Yes. Yes. Is that Coach TJ in the building? Is that Coach TJ? Oh, yes, baby. Yes. We doing what we got to do. But the reason why I say that is because what does healthy love look like? It looks like your words matching your actions. It looks like you feel safe to be fully yourself. It looks like conflict is resolved, not ignored. It looks like consistency. It's not about being hot or cold. Thank you, Coach TJ. I see you. Thank you for the daily heart, me. It looks like you feel peace more than you feel pain. And the reason why I want to say this, and I'm kind of smiling and chuckling, because when I say what healthy love looks like, I'm not talking about what somebody else is giving you. I'm talking about what you're giving yourself, and I'm going to read it again. Your words match your actions. You feel safe within yourself to fully be yourself. Conflict is resolved. It is not ignored. When you feel triggered in your spirit, ask yourself, why am I being triggered right now? I'm not making this stuff up. You're consistent with your own self. Because love is not hot or cold. You are showing up for yourself every single day in a way that you've never shown up for yourself before. And you feel peace instead of pain. Or you feel peace more than you feel the pain. And that's all happening inside of you all at once. Because you're honoring and recognizing who you are. Yes, ask yourself, why am I being triggered? This is very, very important, y'all. When I get triggered by something, I have to stop. I may not do it in the moment all the time. I was just talking about something today. I was so triggered about something that happened like 2-3 years ago. And we were talking about it today, me and someone who was aware of it. And I was like, I had to stop myself and say to myself, Kim, why did that trigger you so much? This happened like 3 years ago. We just happened to be talking about it. And I said, I think because I just want to be left alone. Like, leave me alone. Don't say nothing to me. And if people say something to me and I don't like them anymore, I get a little attitude. And I was like, girl, that ain't even Christ-like. Like, stop it. And I just literally took myself off the ledge because I don't want to be bothered with a particular person because they violated. And I don't, it's not Christ-like, but, I could leave some people alone, and then make them go, oh my God, like she never talking, like, no, I'm not. And that's not nice. It's not Christ-like. I should be always ready for reconciliation. But y'all know, sister girl over here ain't perfect. Can I be honest? I'm not. And I was like, girl, you was triggered. Because, you was upset. Yeah, and then I got upset at myself for being upset about something that shouldn't even bother me. But I was triggered. And it doesn't matter how healed you get. There will always be some things that kind of, hit you in your chest and make you say, why am I acting like that? Is it that serious? It's not. It's not. It's whatever you give your power to. Right? And because beauty markets the truth. Sometimes I let stupid stuff trigger me and I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, well, why is that a big problem? That's not a problem, sis. I have to talk myself off a ledge. I told y'all I have thuggish tendencies. And I really mean that. I really, really mean that. Like, and I work on it all the time. I don't have to work as hard because I'm better now. But don't let, it's not super, it's still healing to do. Still healing to do is all. Yes, Scott, how are you? I see you. I'm so happy to see you here, Scott. Look at you. But, I'm like, sometimes it'd be really childish, though. And I shouldn't say childish, but it's not childish. But sometimes it is a little nutty. And I'm like, you can't be letting things knock you off your square like that. But all it shows is that I'm human and I'm fallible and I make mistakes. And I'm, like even as a relationship coach, I have to check myself sometimes. Yes, right. We're getting better. We're operating with a high level of EQ, right? We're getting better, but nobody is all the way there. And that's what I tell people all the time. None of us are all the way there. Wait a minute. Dewana, I forgot to tell you that Cedric was looking for his chicken the other night. And I said to Cedric, Dewana is not in this room right now. So you play too much because Dewana the only one who's going to give you some chicken. She gonna make sure you straight, but Kim is not. Dewana said he need his chicken. Yes, he do. And never will be, right? I just fixed him a whole meal. Okay, that's all I want to know. Because he said was acting up the other night, talking about where his chicken at. I don't know what he doing now, but I know he be acting up. Hey, T, I see you. How are you? I see you, sweetie. That is too funny. Y'all, it's too funny. Y'all love y'all so much. I really do. Y'all make my night. Y'all really do. Every single night, y'all make my night. Y'all are some of the most amazing people promise you are. And I love y'all for real. Let me give y'all a few affirmations. I am worthy of love. Aw, Coach TJ, you so amazing. Oh, Dewana made you a whole plate, he said. Thank you, Coach TJ. Thank you. Thank you, baby. You know I love you some love me some Coach TJ. Yes, I do. I am worthy of a love that doesn't hurt. That's for men and women. I am worthy of a love that doesn't hurt. Hey, my baby nurse Sierra. How are you, baby? That's my sweetie girl right there. You must be off work. Are you off work, my love? You gotta be. It's 10 o'clock. You gotta be off. I am worthy of love that doesn't hurt. And that doesn't hurt to say to myself. Yes, I'm enjoying you. Okay. I might call my baby in a minute and see how you doing, my love. I release the patterns that no longer serve me. I release the patterns that no longer serve me. All right, Coach TJ. Coach TJ is writing it in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. I release the patterns that no longer serve me. Let me give y'all one more. Yes, yes. I attract love that reflects my wholeness. I attract love that reflects my wholeness. Yeah. Y'all, on Friday, I'm battling. I'm not sure what time, because I didn't get that yet, and I didn't have time to check my system notifications. But I'm battling on Friday, and I would love for y'all to help me and support me as much as you can. I attract love that reflects my wholeness. I know that's right. Latasha, I know that's right, my love. I am worthy of a love that doesn't hurt me. Amen. Right? I'm going to give you a journal prompt for tonight. What belief about myself has kept me in cycles of pain? What beliefs about myself has kept me in a cycle of pain? I'm going to say it one more time. What belief about myself has kept me in a cycle of pain? You want to ask yourself that question, because you want to work through that, whatever that may be. Breaking the cycle means refusing to repeat the lessons you've already learned. Some of us already know what it is. We've seen it before. It walks like a duck. It quacks like a duck. It's a duck. When you heal the root, raise your standards, choose peace, you stop attracting the same pain and start aligning with the love you deserve. Listen, I am having my Unlocking Your Love class. It's going to be on the 27th of October. Where you really create sunshine? Wow. Okay, we need to work through that, my love. We need to work through that. Yes. And why does it still make you cry? You're not the same person you were when you was in school. You've grown, yes. The little girl inside of you needs you to protect her now. You are so valuable and important, and she needs you to stand up in yourself to protect her, because you can't be bullied anymore. Hey, beauty, I'm late, but I'm here was working on my assignment. I'm glad you was working on your assignment, my love, because you know you got to get that done. We are not playing out here. We making major moves. You joined today? No, I was so busy today, Bella. Let me tell you something. Whew. I am like cockeyed. I am cockeyed right now. I'm over like everything. Like I'm so tired. Oh my God. I am so tired. But my ex-narcissist devalued me also. That's why. Got you. But you're not even the same person you were when you were with him. I want you to understand that your evolution began the day you walked away from what no longer served you. You're stronger than you've ever been. You acknowledge the things that you've gone through, and you know that they are your strengths, that you are not weak, because a weak person would not have survived that. You owe it to yourself. Right. I know you're not, baby. I know you're not. You're already victorious by virtue of the fact that you walked away from what did not serve you. I felt so low and lonely since I've been divorced. It is a very painful place to be divorced. It's like, there was days that I didn't think I was going to be able to breathe. And I wasn't even grieving the man. I was grieving my marriage. Two different things. It's very painful. Thank you for the follow, Mercy. I appreciate you, my love. And the reason why I think that this is so important is because you will have these highs and these lows. You'll have the days when you know you should have walked away, and in other days that you're grieving the fact that your marriage is not still intact. That's what happens. But I promise you, if you stay the course, and I really mean this, like, I promise if you stay the course, you're gonna win. There's no doubt in my mind. Exactly, Tracy. Exactly. You grieve, it's the same process. Somebody asked a question earlier, something around love, and people don't even understand that there are stages to that, just like grief. There's stages. And it is what it is. But anyway, I wanted to tell you all about my Unlocking Your Love community. You can find the link in my bio. Once again, my name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach. I have been coaching for 15 years. Is my life pristine and stellar? Absolutely, it is not. I am a work in progress. The only difference between me and maybe some other people, not y'all, but some other people, is that I admit what I've done. And I've taken full charge of my life and what I want. That's it. And I've been sitting with myself doing this body of work because this work is important to my very life, my very being. And I love the body of work that I do. So I've been coaching for 15 years, and now I'm helping you to learn how to come up out of whatever dark spaces you're in as a direct result of what someone else did to you or what someone else did not do for you. So my next class again is on the 27th of this month, and I hope that you guys join us. It's at 7 p.m. In the Unlocking Your Love community, we talk about the things that we could do to become better, how we can change our lives. And it's everybody's individual because we're all in different places. But everybody applies what they learn in there to their own lives. Some people have breakthroughs and epiphanies immediately, and other people have it, later. It doesn't matter. But it's worth it for you to get your life together, what it is that you want and need. Never mind anybody else. You have to pour into you first. And I'm not telling you this from a place of selfishness. I'm telling you this because you need to sit with who you are first and what's important to you before you can give anybody else anything. Thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. You're welcome, my love. You are so welcome. Listen, y'all, I am about to go. I am trying to get some rest, and I know. I didn't even reset a goal because I didn't want to not meet it. I'll be back tomorrow at 8:30. And maybe I'll be able to stay on a little longer. I don't know, probably. Yeah, tomorrow I might be able to stay on a little longer. But anyway, if you guys need any help or have any questions, just let me know. Inbox me. You can also go once again to the link in my bio, and it'll give you, it's the Linktree link, and it will give you the information if you go to my Stand store. It'll help you. Listen, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Y'all be blessed. Hey, Exquisite, I see my sis flying up in here. It's late, baby. Thank you for the daily heart me. Thank you. Y'all, I will be back on tomorrow night at 8:30. I love y'all, and I'm praying for y'all, and I hope y'all have an awesome and amazing night. Y'all be blessed, okay?